Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm Boundy, psychic medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading, at least for today. It's Thursday, the 21st of August, and we're here for the cards, of course. Bring your psychic senses, your spirit guides, however you connect with what are your inner tools and the outer tools of the cards for just gaining a little bit more clarity and insight into who you are, what purpose you might have, and what might be ahead for the day today. And here we have them. And I'm minus my Apple Pencil. So here we go with the letter opener. We've got Ciro Marchetti's Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck, the expanded edition, as we have one of those from that particular area of the cards. We've got card 12, the owls or birds, as our theme for the day today. We have card 32, the moon, as our home space in our home energies today. And card 40, which is one of those from the expanded section, that is the masks in our workspace, work energies today. Okay, so here we go with the owl energy that we've got here, the owl wisdoms. And I am a work in progress, and that never ceases. We are continually a work in progress. And from the other Our Wisdom deck, it's our Oracle cards, and we have Starry Sage. So, oh God, that's shares cosmic wisdom and universal truths, helping you expand your consciousness. Let's see if we can get that there. There it is. Okay, so that's the wisdom from that owl card today. Let's zoom in and just fine-tune that positioning. I'll check the comments. Good morning, Tari. Good morning, Sharon. 20, good morning. Lovely to see you here. I am a little bit later than I normally do this morning, but that's okay. The birds, the owls. This that is the listening and doing mode. It's that is the wisdoms. It's that is taking some time before we act. It's just I find owls are just so peaceful. I love their songs, their sounds, their language. I love the way that they just observe. They use all their senses as they are sitting and listening before they then act. I think that really is a lesson that we're needing to put into practice today. I'll be driving for a bit of distance, so I'm going to have all my attention on all my senses while I do that. And here we have that action being taken, and then there will be rest at the end of the journey. I'm heading up to the shack for a little bit. Now, what we're doing, putting the essence of the cards and their meanings into the context of where you are in your life at the moment. So that was just an example of the context for a theme for the day today. It's paying attention. It's listening first and then acting. Putting in action, the doing. And it's being mostly who you are. I mean, an owl doesn't sit there and be a snake in the grass. It's probably looking for one, the smaller ones it might be its meals or the mice or whatever, but it is an owl, the same as we are human. We need to take into account our humanness, but also that we have cognition and being able to learn and grow from that learning. Okay, so that's what I'm gaining from that. Whoops, I went and pushed that away. Let's place it properly. And Deb, good morning, Ros, and everyone. Lovely to see you here this morning. Deb, first card, Owl's Wisdom Day. Yes, it is a Wisdom Day. I agree. I think all days should be Wisdom Days, but we don't always put that into action at our conscious level, do we? And Michaela, morning lovely and all. Good morning, Michaela. And weather report, it's cloudy. So I'm going to guess we might have some showers. It's going to be cooler and a little bit of wind. I'm hoping the travelling will be fine. And Deb, yes, think before we speak. Exactly that. It is that. So lovely to have those who are watching in replay as well. I keep forgetting to welcome those watching replay. But it is lovely to have you on board, and certainly put in replay in the comments so I can respond as well. And now we're at our home space, the moon, the cycles we go through. It's weird, but I was only thinking as I was laying still in bed this morning listening to a book. I've got one that I'm currently listening to that's quite intriguing. So it's probably why I was a little bit slower getting here this morning, but that's okay. The cycles that we go through as far as what types of reading we might do, what types of situations we've had in life that have repeated because we haven't learnt the first time, things like that. And, just the cycles of reproduction, and once menopause finishes and you don't have that cycle anymore, what are the cycles that we are experiencing as the last trimester of life, so to speak, in the maturing years, in that is leading us closer to a completion, a cycle fully held in a lifetime. It's just sometimes your thoughts go there. The question is coming in, what are you thinking? What is your inner depths and thoughts? Oh, look, I've just got to do this because this one is just staring at me. Hold on. This cutie little owl, it's just staring at me up on my desk. It was a gift. It's beautiful, isn't it? And there we have it, the little owls. I just had to share that one this morning. He's sitting there with that wonderful stare almost, but isn't it just so cute? And a nice little stuffed emblem sitting there and guiding over me as I'm doing what I do at my desk. I've got several little owls up there. For some reason I had to share that one this morning. Yes, so we are needing to listen in a realm again. I do feel a lot of what we're doing is in a realm first, and then putting that into practice of how we actually move forward in the practicality of we are human. We are living a physical life. So put that into action as we are listening first, seeing, observing, and then action. Listen first, seeing, observing. The light is shining differently on the moon to what it does on the sun. So this could be something that's come from our dream world, that's from our subconscious, bringing that next part of the cycle. Maybe we're needing to shift it so that it's a different perspective of a new cycle even for us, that we are creating anew each and every day, something that is going to be meaningful and for the next part of, here we are, a cycle, a circle, and my hand is moving in that circle, with all the, whatever is the mechanism that we're needing to trust in. And this is that, the zodiac wheel representation here, as well as the moon and its influence through that. You might want to actually get an astrology reading or some sort of a astrology software. I use Astro Gold, and there are others. But whatever it is that you're needing to tap into as your information, that source, that helper, your guiding spirits alone, in whatever way it is for you, certainly take on that listening stance, understanding, and then move on, as the owl has. And in our workspace, what are we meant to be doing there? And Deb's got there, oh, how cute, to the little owl. Oh, it is a cute little owl, isn't it? Thank you for that. And Sandra, you've been doing inner workings on fear and authority. That's wonderful. We do need to continue on our inner workings no matter where we are in our stage of life. And I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Oh, must be little dust swirls in here. Excuse me for a moment. I shall, when I'll find the mute. Where is the mute? I don't know where it is on this one. How's that? Well, that's a humanness. Definitely apologies for that. A perfectly in line with being practical example. What we've got here. And thank you for that, Sandra. And Michaela, you sent in a bless you as well. Thank you. Oh, funny. Funny how when you sneeze, you don't do it with your eyes open either. Take note of that. I don't know why. It's the physical aspect of it. In our workspace, The mask as isn't actually, unless of course you work at something that requires a mask, like we did need to for COVID or whatever, or the full-on welding mask when you're doing that type of steel work, metal work, that sort of thing, or hard hats or whatever else it is. In the medical field, full on, even blood spatter masks and stuff. What this is referring to is the things, possibly the physical things, do mask up when necessary. Still in winter, well, here we are, those on the northern hemisphere still in summer. Is there a space where it's autumn, spring? No, it's not yet. Yeah, it's only the 2 seasons. That's interesting. Anyway, I'll look that up later. What we're needing to do is be, it's not be vulnerable. What I'm getting is the protection. It is a sense of protection, this is. The message today. We had that letting it down the other day in the workspace as far as the vulnerabilities. It's now probably you've spent some time doing that and getting more connection with colleagues, and it could be time where, yes, that, not revealing everything, put the mask in place that you need to be putting on, or the different hat, that type of thing, the task, the reasoning, the whatever you're needing to. I am getting the word protect, so it could be corporate information even, and that type of thing. Put your safety first is what I'm thinking. And even to the sense of, look, what I'm getting to is that computer security, and that be more vigilant around the scams and stuff like that. But also, now that the artificial intelligence becomes so much more prominent and dominant in what we have in computer, well, in anything that's internet, and it's all only computers, it's just programs, and the ones and noughts, it's still all binary. There's no other way of explaining it. That it's still only a construct. So as far as that, being aware of it though, use the tools as we can, learn about them, but have that awareness of lots of it is not truthful. Lots of it is still hallucination when you're dealing with AI. It's only accessing information in a structured random way. Okay, that's the only way I can explain it easily. So do for yourself that favour in your workspace of learning at least the basics about what is computer security, and the awareness of what is real, what is not. Okay, because there's so much in the way of the videos even, and photos and voice that is able to be reconfigured, structured so that it looks real, and it's very hard to tell. So be vigilant and put on that sense. I'm almost feeling like a Sherlock Holmes type of an interrogation hat, mask, have those like a PI, private investigator type thing in some sense, that you're not revealing who you are, in the sense of moving into doing a little bit of investigation, learning. We really need to continue learning, and how to use the tools so that we are vigilant to be able to know what is the real, what is not. And that's all the message that I'm getting there. It's a lot, isn't it? So that has a lot to do with the watching, listen, learn before acting. So it's not by stealth, it is just by being vigilant. It is by using all of our senses and having that awareness. The light is shining through in a gentle, nurturing way from that moon energy. So allow yourself to be guided by spirit in whichever way you need to be guided, because this is more of that warmth and sun energy that seems to be connecting us to the cosmic, and this is the beautiful, cool, loving energy, nurturing of the moon as well. And we have the moon in the background with the owls. So take your steps that you need to take, mask, unmask, whatever is needed for those appropriate moments. Be guided by spirit, be guided by your own abilities, because we all have that ability to move forward in whatever way is necessary. Okay, now back there. And there we go from Michaela. It's hay fever time. Yes, I think that might be some of the tickles in the nose. Exactly. And good morning, Shaz. Morning, Ros, and all in the Facebook world. So that is the reading for this morning. So hopefully you gain some measure of understanding around those cards for you as it applies to your life and how you learn, understand and grow from using whatever tools that you need to. And that inner understanding and connection with your spirit guides. Okay? So, keep being the best you, and I may see you tomorrow morning. I have no idea what the internet connection is going to be like from the shack again. So, hopefully, around this time, I do not know until we're there. I'll see you then. Namaste.